Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engine. Today we work on a Poulan Pro. I believe it's a 20-inch cut push mower with a Briggs and Stratton 450E engine on it. They pulled it out of the shed and put gas in it. It just won't start. So either there was old gas in the tank or water or something. But we'll tear it apart, see if we can get it running. Hopefully you'll join the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, we'll go ahead and take the air filter cover off. I'm going to go ahead and take the recoil and the housing off so we can get the tank off. We're going to go ahead and clean the tank over and clean the carburetor. These are 5/16 up here. There's 3 of them. And that will all pop off and the tank will slide right up out of them grooves. Just like that. There's 2 slits and the tank slides right in them, but the only way you can get it off is if you take the top off. Then we're going to unhook the fuel line hose. Take this clamp off. Just rock it back and forth a little bit to break the seal. So you don't want to break that plastic tip off the carburetor because these carburetors are plastic. Like so. I'll let that drain out in the bucket and we'll blow it out. Okay, on this air cleaner base, there's 2 different size screws. There's 2 5/16 and there's 2 9/32. Okay, we got the 2 5/16 ones out. Now we'll do the 2 9/32 ones. And we'll unhook this breather vent hose and just pop that out. And this carburetor just slides right on out. And we'll unhook the governor linkage. And I'm going to clean it off before we go and take it apart. There's a jet in there. You got to make sure it's clean in there, and I'll show you where that's at. Okay, I kind of cleaned all the dirt off of it. Now we'll take the two bolts out of the bottom. And the bowls are kind of pressed on there. So when you do it, just be careful so you don't break anything, but kind of like wedge them like that and pull it apart. And just make sure there ain't no bubbles of water in the bottom of that. And clean it out really good. And the main jet on these is right here. That little brass little fitting inside that plastic. You gotta make sure that's clear, or else it's not gonna run. Only time it'll run is when you push the primer bulb. So I use this little wire thing here that came off of a flywheel brake cable. But you just stick it in that hole and make sure it's not plugged up. And we're done doing that. Give it a shot of some carburetor cleaner just to make sure here. And when you do that, you'll see gas coming out through that venturi right there, so you know it's not clogged up. So there's an indentation right down here. That's where that little ball in that jet will go in there, right in that indentation. That way you know you have that lined up right. And I press it on there. Set your 2 screws in there. And this is plastic, so don't over tighten these. Just make them snug. That's pretty much it on these carburetors. They're pretty simple. But when you have it off, pop this little ring out here. And inspect this O-ring, because that's what seals it against the intake on the head there. Make sure there's no cuts or nothing in it. And just set it in there. If it's bad or has a cut spot in it or something, I'd replace it. And this little plastic keeper. Put it until it clicks in there. It's self-sticking. So there. We gotta put that back on the lawnmower, and I'm gonna blow out the gas tank and we'll see if it fires off. So installing the carburetor, the throttle or governor linkage will slide back in a hole, kind of like in this thing, and this slides right in there until it clicks into place. Just make sure everything is free and everything is moving. And also make sure this gasket is not broke. That's what seals for your primer bulb. And there's a little hole right here and a hole right here. That's where these 2 pins go in. And hook up that vent tube. And put the 2 9/32 screws in first, as long as I don't drop them. Then the 2 5/16. That's what holds it to that plate. And I'm gonna put a new air filter in there. These foam filters, they don't cost very much. It's good to replace them once a year, especially in the springtime. Okay, let me go grab the tank. I just got them blown out a little bit ago. Okay, if you have an issue with water in one of these motors, the plastic gas tank, make sure you take the gas tank off, remove all the gas, and you definitely have to blow them out because there's little cracks and crevices in there that it won't drain all the way out on its own. You have to blow it out. They got the hose clamped back on the motor and slides right down in them little grooves. Make sure that pops into place. Reinstall them 3 bolts. And before we get too carried away on starting it, we better check the oil on it. You don't want to run these without oil. And that's the little oil cap right there. Wipe it off and just stick it in there. It's actually a little bit over full. It should be on that top line right there. You really don't want to overfill these, so I think I'm gonna vacuum a little bit of the oil out of there. Then while you have it up on your table, just might as well check your blade. Make sure your blade is sharp. Might want to check the plug. I like replacing the plug every springtime on my own personal equipment, but I see people use spark plugs for 10 years. So but I'm gonna suck some of that oil out, and we'll put some fresh gas in here and see if we can't get this running. Okay, I put fresh gas in there. I drained just a little bit of oil, so it's on the full mark on the oil dipstick. Check the plug. Check the blade. So let's see if she runs. And there you go. Them 450Es, that's a really simple motor to work on, carburetor wise and stuff. Just a little bit of water in the gas will make it not run. So appreciate you watching the video. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon.